Hello, welcome to Lesson 2, the Human Digestive System. Today we're going to identify and describe the functions of the main organs found in the human digestive system. So to get us started, I'd like you to jot down your answers to our starter questions. So put the following in order of size, smallest to largest: tissue, organ, cell, organism and organ system. Then explain the difference between a tissue and an organ. And 3, what organs make up the following organ systems: the digestive system, the respiratory system and the circulatory system. Jot those down and put them to the side. We're going to do these questions again at the plenary and we'll check our answers then. So our first task is we're going to recap some of the work we looked at last week in lesson 1. So we know our body is made up of organs. Examples include the eye and the stomach, and that each organ is made up of different types of tissues. And a tissue is defined as a group of similar cells working together. So what I would like you to do is read the information on the next slide on the tissues that make up the wall of the stomach and then answer the following questions. What is special about muscle tissue? What is the role of the muscle tissue in the wall of the stomach? Glandular tissue is needed for what purpose in the stomach? What is the main role of epithelial tissue in the body? And why is this tissue important in the stomach? There are 3 types of tissue found in the stomach. Muscle is the first one, being a very specialised tissue that has the ability to contract and relax in order to bring about movement. It also has the ability to conduct electrical impulses. So muscle tissue in the lining of the stomach wall is needed to churn the food and digestive juices together. Remember, muscle cells contain a lot of mitochondria because that is the site of respiration, releasing energy from glucose. The second tissue is glandular tissue, and this is involved with producing and delivering enzymes and hormones. In the stomach, digestive enzymes are secreted from glandular tissue. These then help to break down the food, and we will be looking at enzymes in more detail in a subsequent lesson. Okay, for now, think of them as the chemical scissors that chop up food into smaller pieces so it can be absorbed into the bloodstream. Our third and final tissue in the stomach is epithelial tissue, which covers the whole surface of the body, so it's like our skin, and it covers the linings of organs. It is made of cells closely packed together in one or more layers. So the epithelial tissue lines the stomach and is needed to protect the organ when mechanical digestion is taking place. It also protects the inside of the stomach from stomach acid, hydrochloric acid, which is needed to kill bacteria and any other microorganisms that enter our body through our food. Okay, so here are our answers. So self-assess these for me, please. Grab a green pen if you've got it to hand. So question 1 was, what is special about muscle tissue? It's got the ability to contract and relax, as well as being able to conduct electrical impulses. Question 2, what is the role of muscle tissue in the wall of the stomach? Its role is to churn the food up with the digestive juices to aid digestion. Number 3, glandular tissue is needed for what important purpose in the stomach? Well, it's needed to secrete digestive enzymes that help to break down the food. What is the main role of epithelial tissue in the body? Well, it covers the whole surface of the body and lines the internal and external surfaces of the organs. And 5, why is this tissue important in the stomach? It's needed to protect the organ when food is being churned during mechanical digestion. So as we discussed last week, an organ system is a group of organs which perform a particular function related to a life process from Mrs. Gren. Now, the function of the digestive system is to break down the food you eat and then to allow the broken down food to seep into your blood system. This is the process of digestion. So systems contain many different organs, so your task is to name as many of the organs which make up the digestive system as you can. Okay, so here are the organs of the digestive system. See how many you got. We've got the mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum and anus. These are the organs food passes through, undergoes the process of digestion, and then undigested food is passed out as feces. However, there are also the organs of the gallbladder, the pancreas and the liver. And while food doesn't pass through these organs directly, they release important chemicals such as enzymes, bile and other digestive juices, which are important for the process of digestion. So let's have a look at the overview of the digestive system. So the digestive system is a muscular tube that squeezes your food through it, and this squeezing movement is called peristalsis. Now there are glands such as the pancreas and the salivary gland, which is found in your mouth, which make and release digestive enzymes to break down your food. Digestion begins in the mouth, where certain foods start to be broken down into smaller molecules. However, it is the stomach and the small intestine which are the main organs where food is digested. In these organs, enzymes break down large insoluble food molecules into smaller soluble, which means they can dissolve, molecules. In the small intestine, these small soluble molecules pass into the bloodstream. In the large intestine, water is absorbed into your blood, and the undigested food, so food that can't be broken down into smaller soluble molecules, is left over, and this is the basis of our feces. Another organ associated with the digestive system is the liver. The liver produces bile, which helps the digestions of lipids or fats, which we'll cover in a later lesson. Now, as an important note to this, there is a common misconception that stomach acid has an important role to play in digestion. Stomach acid is primarily to kill bacteria that may be on our food. Okay, it does not play a part in breaking down the food. Okay, so your task is to watch the video on the link and answer the following questions. So, what is the main purpose of digestion? What are enzymes and why are they needed during digestion? What are the 3 food groups that enzymes work on? What is peristalsis? And what are some of the adaptations of the small intestine that speed up digestion? Okay, so let's go through our answers. So the purpose of digestion is to break down large food molecules into small soluble molecules that can be absorbed into the bloodstream. So what are enzymes? They're biological catalysts which are used to speed up a reaction or break down a substance. In digestion, they speed up the breakdown of large food molecules in the mouth, stomach and small intestine, and they break these down into small soluble molecules that can be absorbed into the bloodstream. So the 3 main food groups that are digested are carbohydrates, proteins and fats. And we will look at the different enzymes that break these food groups down in another lesson. Peristalsis is the movement of food along the digestive tract by contractions of muscles in the lining of these organs. And finally, the small intestine has villi, which increase the surface area. Villi have a thin layer of cells and a very good blood supply, which allows for quick absorption of food molecules. Okay, so your next task is to use your notes from this lesson and your own research. Complete the worksheet on the organs of the digestive system and their functions. Once complete, the answers are available, so please self-assess your answers. Okay, so let's have another look at the questions I asked at the start of the lesson. So, can you put the following in order of size? Tissue, organ, cell, organism and organ system. Can you explain the difference between a tissue and an organ? And can you list some of the organs which make up the following organ systems? The digestive system, the respiratory system and the circulatory system. Okay, so here are the answers to the questions. So from the smallest to the largest, you have a cell, a tissue, organs, organ system and organism. A tissue is a group of cells working together and an organ is a group of tissues working together. Organs found in the digestive system are the mouth, the esophagus, the stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, anus, gallbladder, liver and pancreas. The organs of the respiratory systems are the lungs, the trachea, the mouth, the nose, the pharynx, the larynx and the bronchi. And the organs of the circulatory system are the heart, lungs and blood vessels. Okay, so that's it for lesson 2 on the human digestive system. Thank you for listening. So now head on over to Educake and have a go at our little test. Thank you ever so much. Bye.